You will judge us very harshly. But if our hands are clean, our hearts very pure, you will bless IPOB. And you will bless me. And you will bless my family, because it's a promise from you. All our hope and our trust is upon thee. May your name be glorified. May you be exalted. May you, O Elohim, be praised. Now and forevermore we pray. Ise.
One more time, I say welcome to another live broadcast from New York City. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Stay tuned, don't go away. All right.
Welcome to IPOB Rapture Media, IPOB Call to Action, Biafran's Return to Farming, Invest in Agriculture. Have you ever paused to question the importance of self-sufficiency in food production, food self-sufficiency, or the ability of a nation to feed its own people from its own resources, plays a pivotal role in securing a country's future? It's more than just filling our bellies. It's about nourishing our economy, our workforce, and our independence. Imagine being at the mercy of external sources for your daily bread. It's like a constant game of tug-of-war at where your sustenance is the rope. Any moment the balance could tip and you'd be left scrambling for resources. This reliance could pose potential threats to national security and economic stability. Outsourcing our food needs puts us in a vulnerable position, susceptible to price hikes, supply chain disruptions, or even political manipulations. But let's flip the coin and look at the benefits of self-sufficiency in food production. Firstly, it empowers our economy. When we invest in agriculture, we're not just planting seeds in the soil, we're sowing the seeds of economic growth. The farm-to-table journey involves many hands, from farmers to transporters, from retailers to restaurateurs. Each link in this chain represents a job, a livelihood, a boost to our economy. Secondly, it ensures food security. By growing our own food, we can control the quality and quantity of our produce. We're also less likely to experience food shortages, ensuring that no one in our community goes to bed hungry. Lastly, it promotes sustainability. Agriculture done right can be a tool for environmental conservation, preserving our land's fertility for future generations. So you see, self-sufficiency in food production is not just a matter of pride. It's a matter of survival, of economic prosperity, and of national security. Understanding the importance of food self-sufficiency sets the stage for our discussion on the call to action from IPOB. Recently, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, called on Biafrans to return to farming and invest heavily in agriculture. This is not just a call to action, but a clarion call for survival and self-sufficiency. The world is on the brink of a food crisis, and Nigeria is no exception. An impending famine looms large, threatening to cast a dark shadow over the land. But here's the thing. Biafrans are not destined to be victims, but victors. IPOB, led by the indomitable Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, believes that Biafra has the means and the fertile lands to avert this impending danger. This call to action isn't just about planting seeds in the ground, but planting seeds of hope, resilience, and self-reliance. And it's not just about farming. It's about creating an entire ecosystem that supports agriculture, from cash crops to animal husbandry. It's about building agricultural cottage industries that process and preserve agricultural products for export, turning Biafra into a powerhouse of agricultural productivity. So where do you come in? IPOB is appealing to all Biafran's philanthropists to support farmers in their communities. But this support doesn't only mean giving temporary food items. It means providing seedlings and other farming implements. It means encouraging and supporting farmers to go back to farming, to go back to the land that once provided for us all. And it's not just about the present, but about the future. IPOB is urging Biafrans to invest in agricultural research centers. Why? Because quality research and development is key to growing our native food products efficiently and sustainably. It's about learning how to fish, not just buying fish to eat. This call to action is not just about investing in agriculture, but also about investing in the future of Biafrans. It's about securing our food supply, about ensuring we are not left vulnerable. It's about taking control of our destiny, one seed at a time. Because at the end of the day, a nation that can feed itself is a nation that can stand tall and strong, no matter what comes its way.
family. IPOB. Anapo. I am by the point of no return. Omanwa Koromwe. Yenda nema yobi ojo. Ayige buso haga. Ako una chi Biafran no gaga lota. One day people chi pia de wenako. Music kevo na dai kama. Kana so de dia you police. Odi ni dia you we better play. Achito mmadụ, achito nama. Mgbe ụfọdụ mmadụ ga-awụzi ya nama n'anya. Onye ekwu okwu asịsị weta eke egbu. We can't continue like this. We have come to restore Biafra or die restoring Biafra. Agha. Ethiopia bịa n'igwe 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 agha. Ụmụ Chineke abịawa igwe agha. Ethiopia bịa n'igwe agha. Anyị ga-ebuso agha. Anyị ga-ebuso agha n'elu ụwa. Ihe ndị a na-eme anyị obi ọjọọ. Anyị ga-ebuso agha. Ajọ mmụọ nke bukọtara iwu Naịjirịa anyị na-ebuso agha. Mkpakpa ahụ Britain mara iji megide ụmụ Chineke. Ihe ndị a so n'ihe na-eme anyị obi ọjọọ n'ụwa. Anyị ga-ebuso agha. Anyị ga-ebuso agha. 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 Ethiopia bịa n'igwe agha. Ethiopia bịa n'igwe agha. Ethiopia bịa n'igwe agha. Ọmadịka bịa n'igwe agha. Ethiopia bịa n'igwe agha. Ụmụ Chineke abịawa igwe agha. Ethiopia bịa n'igwe 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 agha. Ụmụ Chineke abịawa igwe agha. Ethiopia bịa n'igwe agha. Ihe ndị ahụ ihe na-eme anyị obi ọjọọ. The level of corruption and the injustice nọ na Nigeria na-eme anyị obi ọjọọ. Ya mere ndị anyị dịrị ka anyị ka nọchite anya anyị n'ọnụnọ Nigeria ka bụzi akpa ha ka ha mụ na uche kalifet ka ha na-emezi wee were ndụ anyị wee na-emere ihe egwuregwu. Hapụ Biafra ka ọ na-asị mba. Kristianụ Biafra fine asị mba. Ị ga-ajụ ọchịcha ị ga-aga mba ị ga-ahọrọ n'okwu. I know that 21st century Nigeria ka na-ekwu okwu enweghị ọkụ na enweghị okporo ụzọ n'obodo Chukwu nna gọziri agọzi wee were ihe niile wee chọọ ya mma. Okorobịa kụcha yunivesiti pụta bụ ende ọf ịgba keke na ịgba ọkada. Ọtụtụ na ọdụ mmasị manejikwa a ga-amaneji ruo nwe. How long are we going to be careful with our heritage? How long are we going to be slaves in the hands of Hausa Fulani? Arise, oh Biafrans, arise. Tetano n'ụra. This abominable entity called one Nigeria must be remembered in the history of the world. Who will do anything humanly possible to ensure that Biafra comes? Agha. Anyị ga-ebuso agha. Anyị ga-ebuso agha n'elu ụwa. Ihe ndị a na-eme anyị obi ụtọ. Anyị ga-ebuso agha. Ajọ mmụọ nke bukọtara nwa Naịjirịa anyị na-ebuso agha. Mkpakpa ahụ British bara iji megide ụmụ.
All right, one more time I say welcome to another live broadcast from New York City. Shabbat Shalom to each and every one of you one more time. I say for you, those of you worship on Saturdays, Shabbat Shalom to all of you. All right, we're still talking about the hate that they have on our people, and that's what is trending on the Facebook today. Social media is all about the Igbo people, how they hate them, how they do this, how they do that. Well, I don't know why it should bother anybody if you're hated, because nobody hates somebody who's not doing well. No. If you're not doing well in your life and your life is in mud, then people don't really care. But the moment they start talking about you over and over and over, and you become the topic of the day, people are criticizing you left, right, and center. Say thank you, God. Thank your God, your Lord, whatever you worship, because He's really, really making you greater than them. That's why they are jealous. Nobody jealous is somebody who has nothing up there in the sleeve. So a lot of people are talking about it. They hate us. They're criticizing us. They're trying to create a genocide that they know they're going to fail, because we are not people that you can do anything to and get away with it. No. You are going to fail, no matter the kind of genocide you were. I don't know why people are not even thinking. 1960, 1970, during the last war, how many people died? How much did you give us? 26 pounds. And we come out victorious. Today we are all over the place. In fact, I was listening to one Hausa content creator. He was like, I don't know what we can do to these people. Are we going to sterilize them so they don't keep having children? Because they are all over the place. Yes. You can't do anything about it. The world doesn't belong to you, doesn't belong to me. It belongs to a universal God. Chukwu Okike Abiyama. So He says what happens. No matter what you feel or what you think does not really matter. The only thing, you're worrying yourself. You're bothering yourself over something that you have no control over. I told you I was telling a story yesterday to somebody, and it's a true story. I was browsing around my phone, relaxed on a chair, and I was browsing this phone, and at a point I dropped the phone on the table and I dozed off. But as I dropped it, I heard somebody say, Mr. Iyke Peters, you are there. What do you have to say? I'm like, I'm where? So unfortunately, they were having some kind of discussion, and I dropped my phone. I didn't even know, believe me, I had no idea what they were talking about. I was just browsing on the phone, and he said, oh, are you a spy? How come you say you are going to be here and you are not saying anything? Are you a spy? I said, spy on what? What am I spying? Are you committing any crime? Why are you scared of somebody? I said, okay, since you want me to talk, I will talk. And I started talking to them, and I said to them, first of all, I listen to you people. I know you are the Gen Z, you are the young people, you're trying to be relevant in what you're saying and everything. But one thing I will not tolerate is an insult. If you want me to talk, you have to keep quiet and let me talk. And coincidentally, they kept quiet. And I said to them, now I'm listening to you, and you're talking about the ills that is happening in Nigeria, but 99.9% of you people are crying about the Igbo man. Now, what I don't really understand is, I started with the language that you people sound like a crab, a fisherman that went to get some scrap or crab in Sheko. That's what we call it. That's crab, okay? And these crabs were put in a basket, and on the basket, that's the normal thing that they use. There are some of them trying to escape from the top, and the ones at the bottom pulling them down. Why they want to escape? You're going to be here. We're all going to the same frying pan. So I said to them, you want to talk about situation in Nigeria. You are wasting your energy, concentrating your energy on a particular tribe they call Igbo. Do you think you are really thinking properly? Because if you are, you're wasting your time. We're all going to the same basket, the same frying pan. Why do you spend so much energy talking about these people who don't really care about you? The Igbo man is the way he is. No tribe is better than the other tribe. What you have to understand is that the Igbo man feels he's not going to have food on your table, that he succeeds, he's not going to have food on your table, so why do you care? They are not in politics, they are not people, they are not in government, they have absolutely no say in government. Why do you hate them? Because they are doing very well and they run their mouth. Of course they run their mouth, even within themselves. Even within themselves. The Igbo man cracks jokes because he believes that he is blessed. He is not coming to take what you have. He's trying to wake you up. He's trying to say things. In fact, I had a friend. Let me be honest with you. This is a guy. He's my mate actually, and I live in America. And I go home and I'm going to visit him. He looked at me and smiled and said, Ego go. That is, have you finished your money? Are you broke? Is that why you're coming to me? I know it's a joke. We say things like that. You don't like it, you don't like it. There's nothing you can change about the Igbo man. That's the way he is. Somebody is an Igbo, is from the tribe, Igbo tribe. Because when they say Igbo, it's a tribe. It's just a tribe that they are. The people in the southeastern region, they are the Igbo tribe. There's nothing you can do about it. No, I'm not Igbo. My name is Okechukwu Chukwumere, but I'm not Igbo. Who are you? Nobody said you are Igbo because you don't speak. Speaking Igbo doesn't make you an Igbo person. The majority language in Igbo in the south is Igbo, but the tribe, you are not Hausa tribe, you are not Yoruba tribe. If you go to Yoruba land, for those of you who speak Yoruba, I know that there are so many languages in the Yoruba land. There are so many languages in the north, but they are Yoruba tribe. Ekpa, or whatever you call yourself. I don't really know much about you people, but I know that the languages are different. My wife speaks Yoruba very, very well. She was born there. But she will tell me, but my friend, I have a friend too, who is a Yoruba person. My wife will say the Yoruba that this man is speaking is different too. His Yoruba is too inside. But he's still Yoruba. He's still Yoruba. Those of them who were born there, maybe the Biafrans or Igbos that were born in Lagos, they speak probably what they call city Yoruba. They don't go into. But there are people that in Yoruba land that will speak, their dialect is different. That doesn't mean that they are Hausa tribe. They are Yoruba tribe. Ijebu man speaks differently. I used to crack a joke with one of my friends, his recipes. I say, Ijebu, where did you forget? Maybe it's an Igbo man that went on a journey and didn't come back. Something. So, we crack jokes about it. And they make me understand that their own Yoruba is different from the Central Yoruba, if they have anything called Central Yoruba. But all of them are Yoruba tribe. Somebody's out there, my name is Okechukwu, I'm not Igbo. Who are you? You are Igbo tribe. So keep on hating us. Keep on hating yourself, because it's yourself you're hating. The time you use the energy you use in doing something to yourself. And by the way, the people I spoke to, they were quiet. Nobody interrupted me, and I finished what I was saying, and they were still there quiet. Because now I'm beginning to make them think. They were thinking like a bunch of people that you cry about hunger, there's no food in Nigeria, people are hungry, and you go to the social media and you waste your energy. You sit down there for hours discussing about people who don't really care about you. You can't change the Igbo man. That's the way God has made him. God has made him like that. You don't like it or you don't like it, it's your problem. It's not his problem. You're not going to stop him. You are not going to stop him. They are what they are. Recently, yesterday or 2 days or 3 days ago, I saw on Facebook somebody who is buying acres of land in Yoruba land. An Igbo person. Are you out of your mind? The same people you are condemning, they are still buying land. That's what they are. That's who they are. You cannot waste your energy on it. That's your tribe is a different tribe. If you're a Yoruba person, you like Owambe, you like to enjoy yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Nobody's envying you about that. But you have to prioritize what to do. There has to be a priority. My late friend, the one I just said, so rest in peace, I'll tell you a story. We were living in Coney Island at the time in Brooklyn. And he had his rent that he was supposed to give to the landlord. He went to give the landlord the rent, but the office had closed, so he was planning, and we're going to a party. And he said, this is my money, I don't want to leave it in my apartment too. Luckily, he carried his money along with him to the party. Do you know this idiot used that money, his rent, to spray somebody who is dancing because they're calling his name? He spent his money. He came back and I'm like, why didn't you just drop, if you don't want to drop in the apartment, you could have dropped in my own apartment, come back the next day and take your money. But you took it to a party and you spread it. Igbo man not spray money like that. We are stingy, right? That's what you call it. No, we are not stingy. We have priority. We have something that is important to us. You went up to a party and you spray. This is exactly what your grandfathers That is their tradition. Nobody says it is wrong. We don't have the right to condemn it. But that is how you are made. That is how Chukwu Okike Abiama has created you to be stupid and foolish and spend your money irrelevantly. We have our own tradition. You have your tradition. It is your norm. For you, it is okay to go to a party and spread money, give it to Washu, give it to whoever comes in. And they taught some of us to do that. Because the Igbo musician originally was not the type of musician that calls names. No. All of a sudden, people like Oliver Diku and the rest of them, they learned it from Lagos. They said, okay, if you can call somebody's name and they give you money. Oliver told me something before when he was alive. May he so rest in peace. He said, I come to America to perform. And Sonny Ade comes to America to perform. And Sonny Ade goes home with more money. I said, yes. You know why? They're spraying him money. You come here, you sing the normal music. Nobody sprays you. Engagement. Oh yes. We don't do that. It's not in our tradition. So let us stop all this criticism and face our problem. Our problem is not the Igbo man. I swear to God it is not. Never. Can never be. He is not in your government. He is not part of you. And they do these things even when they are rich, they still do the same thing. Shano Olu or whatever they call him in Lagos. Look at the way he's doing. They are so busy changing the name of the streets. They change Charlie Boy to Olomide or whatever, or I don't know, whatever name. As if that name is Charlie Boy bus stop. Forever and ever and ever. There's nothing you can do about it. Most of the names you have in Lagos that people are answering today, not even only in Lagos, anywhere in the world. Those names were created at the time some of us were not even born yet. But that name remains. No matter how much you try to change it. Xerox. When you say Xerox, Xerox is a machine that makes photocopy. But everybody go say, go and Xerox it for me. Maybe the copy machine is Samsung. No, you are going to Xerox. Because that name has taken. Maggie Cube. Maggie. You want to go and buy Maggie. Go there and say, we go give me Maggie. He will ask you which one. Because there are different brands. So name in the street, the bus stop, the name that is a street has, and more especially the names that were created by the people. Not because somebody is a politician, he goes there, they call him Uzumba Mbadiwe and they say Uzumba Mbadiwe everything. No. There are ones that create, like what Charlie Boy has. Who was Charlie Boy at the time? He probably was living in a rented house. He didn't own his own house. He was living in that community because he makes too much noise. He had nothing. But people chose to call that place Charlie Boy. And the name took over. And somebody is busy wiping his tears, wiping his sweat, taking all the money that he's supposed to feed people with to go and clean off names where it is written Charlie Boy. That name would remain Charlie Boy forever. You're wasting your time. One, he did not create it. I know that Charlie Boy himself, I don't know, I've not discussed it with him, but I know that he never went anywhere to write an application and say, change this name to my name. No. The choice of the people. It will remain there. It's the same thing that's happening when you have something that creates itself. Don't try to change it. A German priest once told me, it's an older person, elderly man. We were talking about the Bible, the New Testament. And I said to this man, he's a priest, it's an old man, much older than myself. And I said to him that when I read the Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, the Bible itself, I have been able to read all of them because that's what I did in my high school and my WAEC. I said, but when you listen to the stories of these people, they were sounding as if they saw different things. You know, if four people go to a place and see something, when they write something about a place, there will be similarities. I said, these four writers in the Bible, they were talking differently. They were not sounding as, you know what the priest told me? He said, we know. I said, so why do you people keep advocating what most of the things you're saying you don't want? He said, why would we want to change it? Do you really realize that there are women, there are fathers and mothers, great-grandfathers that were born, and this is what they have believed? Then all of a sudden you want to change it. You want to kill people. Some of them will commit suicide. So we better let it stay the way it is. I am making this analogy because of the road. Why are you changing it? A driver that have been used to driving, people that have been used to going to work with a road called Charlie Boy, all of a sudden you tell them, no, it's not Charlie Boy, it's Olomide. You are confusing the person. So that is the madness that is going on in Nigeria because they have nothing better to do with themselves. There are people out there who still believe that Nigeria will be saved. How? How are you going to do that? I wonder within myself. I told you, I listening, just browsing through the internet. And people are talking, they're discussing about the situation in Nigeria. All they are targeting is the Igbo man is the cause of the situation. Have you observed that this Peter Obi, who is fighting to become the president of Nigeria, that is courtesy of him, that is his problem, it's not our problem. Anytime he comes in, people are talking more about him than the current president. That the current people that are in power, Peter Obi is their problem. Why? It's an Igbo man. But look at the energy they are putting into that thing. That person they call Peter Obi. Look at the energy they're exercising so much energy. As if he is the president. He is not the president. He's only a contestant and aspiring to be president. He's aspiring. But you leave other people and then tackle him. He is the problem you have. You see the energy you're wasting. I don't know if you people go to bed and sit down and think. Have I not wasted the whole of this day talking about this man that is only aspiring to be president? Even if he's going to do anything for you when this is only when he becomes the president. He can't do it now. But you have so much energy. Rather than put the energy into telling the man that is in power, the Tinubu and his people, telling them what to do, advising them on what to do, and how to carry on something that will be beneficial to all of you. You are wasting your time talking about a man who is not even the president yet. He is not the president. He might not even be. So you are now worrying about the bridge before you get to you are not even on the bridge yet. You are very far going to the bridge. And you are thinking of how you're going to jump, whether you're going to cross it with a rope or whether you're going to jump over it. You never reach there now. When you reach there, then you can make a decision. We waste time and energy in things that are worthless and senseless to us. Somebody sent me a clip that Aisha Yusuf, I think she did a clip. She did something that I need you to listen to. I need you to listen to this because she made a very good point. Let's listen to Aisha.
Wrong. When they say that certain things will not succeed, you make them succeed. Then how do you think that you will not be hated?
So let me. I think I need to start it from the top. Yeah. See. Okay.
And bye-bye. My dear Igbo brother and sister, how are you? I just want to have a conversation with you. The way it's going to be a one-sided conversation. I see many of you most times talk about the fact that you are hated all over Nigeria, that you are the tribe that is most hated. And I said to you, why not? Why shouldn't you be the tribe that is most hated? You have to understand something. The hatred or anger or annoyance or whatever it is that people exhibit towards you, it's not personal. It's not to you as the person that you are. It is more or less what is it that you represent. And what is it that you represent? You represent success. You represent can-do spirit. You represent never give up spirit. You represent audacity, or that an audacious spirit that we dare, that we go, that we succeed even when everybody is seeing failure. Then how do you expect that you will not be hated? So the thing that you should focus on is not to bother about whether people are hating you or not hating you. That's their business. That's not your business. Your business is to keep shining and keep doing what you're doing. Your business is to continue to be audacious. Your business is to continue to dare. Your business is to continue to achieve and have achievements. And, be in your face kind of people and just keep going. Your business is to see where other people are seeing failure and you see success and you put in the work and you're not afraid to put in the work and you go in there and put in the work and you get your failure. Of course they will hate you. Did you think they would like you before? Do you think they're going to bring roses and give you roses? No. Because in what you're doing, where they have given, where a lot of people give up and do not try and do not persevere and do not continue, you dare to. You go on, you persevere, you prove everybody wrong. When they say that certain things will not succeed, you make them succeed. Then how do you think that you will not be hated? Come on. You can't have it all. You can't have being successful, being audacious, being daring, being an achiever, and then you want to have love. That's not possible. Why are you bothered? Let me give you an example. I'm an Edo woman. And if you know what Edo woman means, if you're not married, just say to your parents, whatever tribe you are, now this message is for whoever you are, whatever tribe. Tell your parents that you want to marry an Edo woman. See what they are going to say. Do you think I go about caring why people feel that Edo women are like that? No, I don't. I know the thing. Any Edo woman you see, you know they fear face. You do anyhow, you see anyhow. We're very loud. We are out there. We know they carry last anywhere we go. And of course, there are some people who don't like us. Is that our problem? Heck no, it's not our problem, it's their problem who do not like us. So it's the same thing with you also. Let me give you another example. Do you know around Nigeria, if you look around Africa, if you go around Africa, when they talk about Nigerians, a lot of people don't like Nigerians. Why? Because we are in your face kind of people. We are audacious, we are daring, we are out there. Where the other Africans are acting timid, where we are bold, we are in your face, we come out with. So of course they don't like us. Should we care that they don't like us? Nah. We're not going to limit ourselves because they don't like us. So that's the truth. That's the truth thing about life. The moment you succeed, the people will not like you. It's not really personal. Well, one of the things that have come to associate with it, that it's not personal. It's what you represent. So because if you now turn to be like them and no longer be successful, and no longer have that audacity, and no longer dare, and no longer go for things, set big goals and achieve them, they will not love you. Meanwhile, you won't have the other ones who love help. Who love help. So forget about those things. But one of the things I want to say to you, and which is the reason why I'm doing this, is to say to you that your greatest enemies are not even the people who are saying that they don't like you, or people who are showing you their hatred or any of those things. Your greatest enemies are the people, are your brothers and sisters, who tell you that you should not dare in your own country, who tell you that you should cower in your own country, who tell you that you should accept being in a third-class position or inferior citizens or second-class citizens. Those are your true enemies. You might have the same thing in common, but in truth, that mind is not there. And so these are the people that will talk to you and talk you down and tell you not to do certain things. Oh, be okay with second position, be okay with third position. Where did that come out from? Where is your Congo spirit in you? Your child did not assign you to be a second-class citizen in any country. And neither would Nigeria be that country that you will be that second-class citizen. Let me tell you something. No Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. And you have a right to this country. You have a right to vote and be voted for. You have a right to support a candidate. You have a right to have one of you be president. The same way every one of us have a right for any one of us to be president. So don't allow anybody to gaslight you. Don't allow anybody to tell you all sorts of things. Don't allow anybody to tell you that you should not dare. You should dare and you continue to dare. And you continue to win. What do you need love for? The most important thing is for you to love yourself. And that's all that matters. As an Edo woman, I don't care whether you like me or not. Sorry, I'm not responsible for that. I'm responsible for living the best of my life and enjoying myself and doing me. As long as I'm not disrespecting you, you shouldn't disrespect me. And that's it. If you don't like me, who like help? If you don't love me, who love help? Let me live my own best version. Most importantly, I will say to you, do not allow yourself to be disrespected in this country. Do not allow yourself to be marginalized. Stand your ground. And whoever it is that doesn't like you or they say you're too loud, they should wear earplugs. Thank you.
Yes. She said it very, very well. And it didn't start today. I don't know why this thing should be a problem for anyone, because you were not made to be loved. Especially Biafrans, because that's the way God has created you. Whether you like it or not, they will hate you. And if you are not successful, then that is good. they don't talk about it so much, and you don't let it become a problem for you, thinking that you're going to be loved. Of course, you will not. Because Tafawa Balewa, I remember his comment about the Igbo people. These are the people, if you put them in a labor camp, before you know it, they want to excel bigger than everybody. Well, it's true. It's true, but the point is that they're not excelling. They're not holding you down when they're rising. What they do is that they work very hard. So the white man goes, okay, I want this person to take. The lazy man out there is saying, hey, he's just doing this for condo. That's what we used to call condo when we were in high school. Yeah, that is, you're bribing somebody. You're trying to become something that you're not worthy. They're not realizing that the truth is that that's how we are made. We are the indigenous people of Biafra. We are quote unquote Igbos. The tribe of Igbo, that's who we are. There's nothing you can do about it. When we say Igbo, we're talking about a tribe. Because everybody in Southeastern region, in the Eastern region, not even Southeastern, just Eastern region entirely, closing some part of the places that they are cutting and creating and calling this state, that state, or whatever state. No, we are Igbo tribe. That's how we are made. In the archives, the British archives, there's a saying that somebody said, one of them, that beyond that river are the lost tribe of Israel. These are the Igbo people, Igbo tribe, not Igbo. Because when you say Igbo, you are talking about probably the language that people speak. No, Igbo, the tribe. Somebody can come out and say, hey, I'm not Igbo. But what is your tribe? That's the first question you need to ask that person. Because I don't see somebody from Ogwashoku or Igbo Binos or Ibuzo telling me I'm not Igbo. Okay, what is your tribe? Because you cannot tell me that Ibuzo is a tribe. It's not a tribe. Ibuzo is Igbo tribe. Ibuzo itself is the village, the community. That's what they answer. Just like as I keep announcing every day, I'm from Newi. Newi is Igbo tribe. But Newi is the name of where I come from. It's as simple as that. So don't get so worked up and so confused about all this. But the point is that when you look at it and listen to it and think about it attentively, the whole problem has to do with jealousy. You are jealous, and there is nothing you can do about it. The Igbo man did not make himself, the Igbo tribe did not make themselves the way they are. The way they are is the way they have been made, and that's the way they are going to be. That's the way, whether you like it or not, it doesn't matter. It's not going to change any of them because they already made like that, and the DNA, it is there. Even if you go outside and have them have a children, they are still of the Igbo tribe. Where many of us here in America, they have children, and the children will always tell you, I am of the Igbo tribe. I speak the Igbo language. The name is what they answer. My children, even though they have some Igbo name, but nobody answers that name in the house. And they can go to their friends and answer that, but they all have native names. Because your name tells where you come from. So if somebody who is Okechukwu tells you that my name is Okechukwu or Nwachinenye, I'm not Igbo. Well, Nagoma must KBC, but you are Igbo tribe anyway. Your language, how do we know? I cannot say Amadu outside and call him an Igbo person. Or see Tokumbo and tell you he's an Igbo. No, he's not. Tokumbo is Yoruba. I don't care what tribe, what language that he speaks in Yoruba, but that's where he comes from. This is Radio Biafra USA too, so stay tuned, don't go away.
We are not like other people, because as I once reminded you before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood, but they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. IPOB is very special. Exceptionally special, the largest mass movement in the whole world bar none. And we did it because Chukwuokike Abiama is with us. We did it because Chukwuokike Abiama created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist, because we are not stopping. I am Nnamdi Kanu, and I don't stop until I get what I want.
All right, before we proceed, I have a special announcement here to make, and I want you to please pay attention, get your pen and paper, and write them down. The ESN fundraising August 2025 is happening on August 23rd, 2025. August 23rd, we are having our fundraising for ESN, IPOB ESN fundraising. We are bringing money, we're trying to collect money to compensate or pay our workers, our ESN workers, the people that are volunteers that are protecting our land. We do this every year, but this one is the fundraising comes in on the 23rd, August 23rd, 2025. It's ESN August 2025 fundraising. That's the topic. And then we're inviting you to a Zoom. The time we had the Zoom meeting where the fundraising is going to happen. You can take pledges. You can take people that will donate for us, people that will tell us how much they can do. It's on Zoom. Let me give you the information about the Zoom meeting. You are invited to a special fundraising schedule Zoom meeting. It's going to happen at 1 p.m. Central Time, United States and Canada. Then 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time. Please take down your pen and paper and write this down. It's very, very important. The time for the Zoom meeting is 1 p.m. Central Time. That is the United States and Canada. It's going to be 1 p.m. Then 2 p.m. is Eastern Time. East Coast. Their time is 2 p.m. Then 11 a.m. is Pacific Time. Please take it down and make sure that you participate in the meeting ID. This one I'm going to give you. Take a pen, take a paper, and write it down. The meeting ID is 840-8142-9182. The meeting ID for the fundraising is 840-8142-9182. The passcode, when you put in the ID number, it's going to ask you for passcode. Passcode is 169524. Just one letter word, 169524. I repeat, that's the passcode for the meeting. It's 169524. 169524. Just write it as straight as a letter, no gap. It's 169524. Please make sure that you participate, you take part in it. It's very, very, very important. Don't miss this opportunity. You come in there, get in the Zoom, wherever you are, all over the world. We are not restricting it to United States alone. We're restricting it to the entire world, entire universe, whether you're in London, Germany, Japan, anywhere outside anywhere in the world. China is the same thing. The time, just take your time there and make sure that you get into the Zoom meeting. It is very, 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 very important that you don't forget, please. It happens on the 23rd day of August. That's when it's going to happen. The time, we already told you, is 7 p.m. 7 p.m. 1 p.m. Central Time. 1 p.m. Central Time is 1 p.m. That is United States and Canada. For those of us who are in United States, it is 1 p.m. Central Time. The date is August 23rd. Please don't fail to remember that. Then 2 p.m. is Eastern Time on the same date in August 23rd. It's going to happen. 11 a.m. is Pacific Time. Please join us. One more time, I'm going to tell you the ID number. We're going to be reading this almost every day until the fundraising is over. The meeting ID is 840-8142-9182. I repeat, say it, let me go slower this time so you write it down. Get your pen, get your paper. 840-8142-9182. That is the ID number. Then the passcode is 169524. 169524. 169524. We'll be reading this from time to time until after the fundraising. It is very, very important. Please join us. That's the only way. We are not asking whether, as long as you're a Biafran, a friend of Biafra, or those who support what we are doing, please call us. And by the way, we have a website also where we can make donations and contributions. It is ipob.org. That's it. So make sure that you join us on that day. This announcement is coming from the Department of State, DOS. They authorized this announcement, and we are doing it because we have permission to do the fundraising. We don't just get up and start raising funds without getting authority from the Department of State, DOS. So Chika Dusium signed this for us, the head of the Department of State. He authorized it. So this is Radio Biafra USA 2. We'll keep on talking about this until the fundraising is over. Stay tuned, don't go away. We'll listen to more clips before we continue.
If you're not African, please scroll. And if you're African but religion has made you deaf to logic, please scroll as well, because what I'm about to say will not massage your religious ego. You'll bruise it instead. You'll confront the spell under which you live. Let's get one thing straight. Prayer doesn't change nations. People do. Systems do. Leadership does. Education does. And until we Africans understand that, we'll keep kneeling while the world keep building. Aren't you tired of watching the continent with the most prayer warriors languishing in abject poverty? Aren't you tired of binding imaginary demons while our real enemies, poverty, illiteracy, corruption, and tribalism, walk free? My mother lives in a crescent about 600 meters long, and in that 600 meters, there are 3 churches, not a single school, not a clinic, not a drainage system. We are overcharged and underdeveloped. You fast, pray, cast and bind and wait for miracles, while nations that don't even believe in your God are sending rockets to space. America didn't become a superpower by prayers. They built systems, embraced education, invested in science, and created policies. The Middle East didn't become rich through night vigil. They mastered oil, trade, and geopolitics. They invested in infrastructure and innovation. And China? They don't know Jesus. They don't know Muhammad. They know strategy. They know discipline. They know nation building. But here we are, Africa, the most prayerful continent on the surface of the earth, but the least developed. If prayers alone changed people and nations, Africans will be the richest and Africa will be heaven on earth. So let's stop pretending for a minute. The modern African church has become a business center, selling you oils, promises, and fear while you hand over your bank account. You don't need deliverance. You need discipline. You don't need prophecy. You need productivity. You don't need another 40-day fast. You need a 40-year plan. We have the Congo Basin, the second largest forest in the world, but yet we import toothpick. If that doesn't tell you the level of our sheepishness, nothing else will. So instead of building another church, build a school. Instead of going to another Bible or theological school, Go to a technical school or learn a trade. Instead of giving your last money to a pastor, save it and start a small business. Instead of waiting for divine connections, go out, network, and build real ones. Instead of praying for good leaders, start voting with your brain, not your religion or tribe. Instead of casting out demons, start casting out ignorance, because God isn't the problem. You are. He gave you hands to walk, not just to clap. A brain to think, not just to bow. A voice to speak truth, not just to scream amen and hallelujah. So here's the truth. Faith without sense is continued slavery. Religion without reason is mental colonization. And any spirituality that makes you passive while others build, it's not divine, it's a trap. I'm not asking you to abandon your faith, even though I may not share the same. I'm saying.
Alright, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. And the lines are open for you to make your calls. If you have anything to say or anything to add, the number here is 845-907-2230. 845-648-0031. 845-637-6632. Call us, the lines are open
Biafran, Nnamdi Kanu, Iyke Biafran, Nzobu, Anyeka Zobu Ndelo, Nzobu, my blood. When you will get you, when you know you pick up your man. When you give God what belongs to Him, and give Caesar what belongs to Him. As we seek for peace and humanity, it's not at all for vanity. There are ways of people is killing each other. I want the way my blood died. Look up your flag, I join you. I'm forgetting the middle. I'm forgetting the middle. On the let my people go. Let my people, even when my nana's go. They don't love again, and I can go. Even when my no, even when my nana's go. Oh, you then a lapudene, Mudenabulano. Mananapulo, Mudenenua.
Yeah, we're going with the clips as long as we're waiting for calls to come in. Anytime you're ready to call, please give us a call. We'll be here.
To let everybody know that Igbo is not someone's hometown. Igbo is not someone's community. Igbo is a tribe. And I want to pass this message, especially to my people. We claim that we are not Igbos. But Anambra State, Enugu State, Imo State, all these people, all the states that we know about, none of them can come out and say that their hometown or their community name is Igbo. Because Igbo is a tribe, nobody owns that. I went to Port Harcourt yesterday and I met some group of people. Some are from Ikore and others are from other parts of River State. And when we introduced ourselves as we were eating, we all had Igbo name. And then I said, which means we are all Igbos. They said, how can you say you are Igbo? I said, why not? I am. They said, no, God forbid. They too are not. So it was like a little debate. I was asking them to give me a proof why I am not an Igbo man and why they too are not Igbos. They begin to say that our language is a little bit different from the pure Igbo people other people speak. And I began to tell them, no, your name is Igbo name. It's not like it sounds like Igbo name. He said, no, it's not about how the people, that we are not Igbo. We are our own people. Okay, now I then ask him, what is your tribe? If you are not Igbo, what is your tribe? Are you Hausa? Are you Yoruba? Tell me. He said, no. Our tribe is not Igbo. And now I began to understand that it was clear to me that it's not a problem of someone being educated. It's a problem of the narrative that had been passed to our people. You speak Igbo, you name your people, your forefathers named you, had their names and his Igbo name. All these things are put together, tells you where you are from. Your language you speak, the market you go to, is still there, that for market day that Igbo people practice. Nothing different. So I don't understand why we'll come out and say that we are not Igbos. I don't know where that is coming from. Tribe is different from people. Hausas have different languages, but yet they are still Hausas. Yoruba is the same thing. It differs from place to place. Someone from Enugu State, Ezago, Nsoka, Kanu, they have their own mother tongue dialect. The same with Abakaliki people, the same with Anambra, the same with Imo State, the same with my own people. It mustn't be the central Igbo. Everyone have their own tongue, but at the same time, we are all one people as a tribe. So saying that you're not Igbo does not make sense, because this is self-explanatory. So please, come on, guys. Whatever you will say, I don't want to know. All I know is that I am an Igbo man, and that is what I will remain. Even my own people, they don't accept that. They don't agree. We are different. It's not about the language. It's about the tribe, the people. So remove the language and the difference between the tongues. The difference in the tongues. All that is important is that we are one people. Igbo, unite.
That's it. Very well explained. This one, I don't know any other explanation. That, like I said yesterday when I listened to this, I'm like, I never even thought about what this man is saying. Trying to differentiate tribe from the language. We have a tribe. The Igbo is not a tribe. It is not. It's just a language that some people speak. Just like the Aizoman, the Yenogwa person, the person from Okrika, we are all Igbos. That's our tribe. Forget about you are Izo, yeah, you are Izo, yes, but your tribe. I don't know if you Joyce tribe. Never, because Joyce language that people speak. That doesn't mean that you are not the Igbo tribe. Eastern region, Melforo Kilo, the rest of them, Okudili, what's his name again? These are Igbo. That's your tribe. You might not speak Igbo. Igbo might not be your language, your mother tongue, no. You know, because when I think about it, I look at Newi, I'm from Newi. What I speak is the Igbo language. That's exactly what I speak, but my tribe happens to be coincidentally Igbo. The man from Amici speaks Igbo. But Amici, whatever language, Bunde Amich. That's we call them that. So Oyibo has done wonderfully well by coming here and coming to our area and dividing us, especially. And the funny thing, the so-called Woolens Commission that came in to do this job was like minorities in our area. But we have minorities in the north, more minorities in the north than anywhere else, I'm telling you the truth. But they are Hausa by tribe. All of them, we call them Hausa. In fact, they had pretty middle belt too as part of them. I think later on the middle belt left on their own and decided to answer middle belt. But middle belt is not that one, it's not their language now. Middle belt is English language. So if they are different from those people, they should have a language, their own name, not answering English name, middle, then belt. I don't know what that means. Yeah, then river, they talk about Delta. Niger Delta has become somebody will tell you I'm from Niger Delta. Educated person. Delta is English language. Niger is the river. So that delta, where the water, the sand is, tributaries and things like that, that's where you can come from. And you are very proud to say it. I am from Niger Delta. Then we say, I'm Igbo. But Ika, it's okay. The important is your tribe matters a lot. Your name, we verify you know you by your name. There is no way we are going to be able to recognize you besides your name. As soon as you speak your name, that's it. That tells me exactly where you come from. It's been like that, was like that from the beginning of time, but unfortunately, they are trying to see if they can make changes to this and change it to something else that is not. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. The lines are still open. We're still waiting for your calls. Give us a call.
Freedom. Na udoka inario. Anya toni hepo for baramenu. Aye bunde Biafra bunde judo naga. Obi makero makeju na jaga no. Oga de kwarai na ma. Omo Biafra bekene. Biafra na tago. Ibo madu no. Ibo madu na tago. Omo Biafra de. Biafra na tago. Eji megwu mekene tifu Nnamdi Kanu Odogwo dadere mma onye eze na ọdụgoro dị mma ọkwa ndị solo gili n'ụwa akọlọgo gili lata ọkwa osisi bolo tolo emegesego n'ụwa kwere okwu anyị ma n'ọnọdụ ugo ọdụrụ na-egbe mma ọkwa ogogo onye arụ anachụ anya ọsọ osi ekwezi elikonni okejikwe n'ogologo ngaji dike kanu gị bụ na London dike kanu gị bụ na Israel dike kanu gị bụ na Russia dike kanu gị bụ na India dike kanu gị bụ na Biafra Nnamdi Kanu dike kanu gị bụ na Biafra nzọgbu enyi mba enyi nzọgbu enyi mba enyi anyị ga-azọgbu ndị ilo enyi mba enyi nzọgbu enyi mba enyi ụmụ Igbo niile dekene Igbo nwe mmadụ anasago Igbo nwe mmadụ nọ ewo ọ dịwola anyị Igbo nwe mmadụ anasago Onye wele kesi zanye no sisale my blood Onye wele ke chukwu nye no chukwu pick up your man Onye give God what belongs to him And give Caesar what belongs to him As we seek for peace and humanity It's not at all for vanity There are once people that's killing each other I want your way, my brother. Who could be a flag? I join you. I'm forgetting them.
All right, we're still waiting for calls to come in. So let's listen to Nick. I was saying the same thing that everybody's saying about hatred, hating. Keep on hating, then it doesn't really matter to us, like I said before, but we have to ring the sound the bell of warning.
Oh, Lord, Neka Chimezeniku. I can never tell on Odibu. And when no video now when Dibuna. Another genocide is loading in Nigeria against Ndibu. But this time around, and I have sponsored only in Nigeria, some parts of African nation and they say this thing never Graham. And then they push this genocide a set of people na Yoruba land, a very dangerous set of people. Adiana Alibu, and when IPOP, when Mosop, which are activities the 1 month. Adiana Niger Delta, and one militants. Adiana grounds, and when a Habri, and when Boko Haram and the rest of them. Adiana Yoruba land, then when a mob stars, gangsters. On here when I Yoruba land. And don't clear to these gangsters and mobsters who our current President Ahmed Tinubu, would the leader of these gangsters na Yoruba land. Not all Yoruba, these gangsters, some well-meaning Yoruba men detest these gangsters, and even some well-meaning Yoruba men, these gangsters they attack them as well. Now he came where our president now take over Lagos, balance, capture Lagos as his stronghold. He has sponsored this ethnic hatred in Yoruba land, in Lagos to be precise, and now he is selling it. Came where the founding fathers of APC were Boko Haram and these gangsters na Yoruba land all have formed APC, and one of their aim, one of their main aim is to continue the civil war in disguise. As anyone won't do, but Makana so in disguise, Tahaju Ecuador or God now sponsor this genocide, and their plan had their Hagrus or maybe Uba and Dami. What raise a militant to be where Baga in the mother now, but now sack in the mud. So you have to remember, Hasaki Chandibu take over Ebola and have the genocide in the rest of Nigeria. And again, how to remain here in such a way that other African nations they are joining. They try to push it in South Africa, where is even they sat on a platform. When you're Gwande, South Africa, I will send you, the South Africa, it didn't work. But I think on our work, because for some time now, they have been pushing this narrative, and the Ghana. And now, when one small opportunity, one small loophole, Nagana, now, when I hear Nagana. So I am this video now, this is the time to wake up. Ndi bono na Lagos so I need to we have no law. Kailota no law. Push security no law to protect ourselves. We don't want your lawa. I will never go ego. Owo na I want it here na load no local na load Ndi Igbo na 1966 ga wo far cry. Aga ahụ anyị here because number 1 anyị na Lagos adị organized. Ndị Hausa dị organized. Ndị Yoruba nwere ike to ndị Hausa aka n'ihu. But I can assure you, ndị Yoruba is just 1,000 Yoruba people had a butcher over 5 million ndị Igbo na Lagos because I had to prepared. Oge ruo mgbe ndị Igbo ebe ọbụla ibi hapụ kene na ihe gbasara politics na ọkwụrụ ya dị ndụ na-eme politics ka anyị jikọọ n'ọnụ ha na-eso onwe anyị kwado ọzọ dị ka ibe ya bụ obodo ọbụla ekwele m ihe a kwee rezo na ego ndị nọ na Lagos obodo niile mee meeting ndị be anyị aka esizighị ike na Lagos na-enwe ihe ha na-eme aka siri ha ike ha lọta n'ụlọ wepụta na ezigbo ego 150,000 naira kwụwa ndị mmadụ ọ bụrụ na and a ga-enwe constant security ụlọ chọọ iti bandit a anyị hazi onwe anyị enwe ihe ha riri meri nwa anyị ọ bụrụ na enwe ike itinye security morning afternoon night enough ndị ana patrol the whole village I can assure you ihe ndị a na-eme agaghị eme ọ gaala gba bọmbụ na Eko Ọbaheze ekwuo nke ahụ agaala na arọ ndị ọzọ kịta gbuo ndị mmadụ ọ na-akagba nkịtị ọnwụ na ọ na-elite ha mara ihe ọnụ mere onwe ụnụ 1966 we be a far cry to here get my nde won nde ba ya kele mo no.
That's our sister Neka, Lola Neka. You know, it's a warning. A warning. I know when they ban you, or when I know, I know, as a berisi. Auntie, Jinaga, Basai berisi, aga happened, Nti will follow it. So we are listening to you, my sister. We'll keep on sending this warning out. The way you have sent it to us is the way we're going to keep it out for people to listen. It all depends on what they do with the information that they get. Our job is to inform them, but whatever they want to do with themselves, they don't want to pay attention to what we are saying, it's okay. Go ahead and enjoy yourself, have fun. But boys who don't say that we are not warned, because we are doing this warning, doing it. That's why we're having the fundraising that we are doing for ESN on 23rd of August. Come in there, make your own contribution. You want to suggest one. Then just go to your communities and set up vigilante that will not volunteers and no. When they no diaspora that name if employ them, bring them back to your community. As long as you another community come and guide your own community. No, get your own people that from your own community. Boy, discriminate, yes. Take your own people. They more fear that can go into the bush and protect the then when they happen, their families now got something. Bring back those way for hand to come there and create this security. Because how come and they full and give up? No, we are only the people that can stop them. They cannot be stopped by our talking alone. No, we have to stop them by doing something for them. And if they know that there's confrontation, that somebody's out there waiting and guarding the place, believe me sincerely, they will not do what they want to do. They will not succeed in doing what they are going to do. So we are not going to give up on this announcement. We're going to continue talking about it. We need us to get together and then make sure that we protect our homes. There's nobody. We cannot. They might be crying there that Igbos don't love themselves and the rest of them. Well, that is their own opinion. What we are saying is, contribute, come down, make your donation, put in your money where your mouth is. Make sure that you make donations and you make sure that how would I put it? And you come in and join us on the fundraising. We have a website. I've told you that before, ipob.org. So go in there and make your contribution, donate. If you don't have money now, make a promise and make sure that you do it, because these guys that we are doing the ESN, they are working for us. They are protecting our home. We cannot just keep quiet and let them stay not doing anything. So stay tuned. The lines are still open for you. You can make your calls if you want to do anything. I've already announced the date for the Zoom meeting. The Zoom meeting is for fundraising meeting for IPOB and the ESN. We are doing that because we need you to join us to make sure that our homes are protected. Stay tuned. This is Radio Biafra USA 2.
Yes, men, they kill us every day for the reason they campaign. After they found all the promises they made, go to the praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises today and they run. Moving on, I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during exams. Today them don't join those oppressors to eat their love. Something's on the smell. There is soon now we will mess it up. Happen when it's not when they cause my time. We go soon explode. Revolution they come. In the very place and the film. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people is power.
revolution they come, of course they come. So smell them to me too, and not be only you, they smell them, my brother Pumpsy. Oh, that's a beautiful one, very, very beautiful music by Mr. Bobs. It's great song, honestly speaking. It's a song that I admire you all to go and it's on all the platforms. Go there and download them for yourself and sponsor, help support this young man, because Odro quite easy. These are people that are trying, to make sure that they make a living. So you go down there, the music is quite good. Don't tell me you don't like it, because I do love it, honestly. I've been playing it over and over and over. So at the point that when I wake up in the morning, it's ringing in my head. Even when I'm trying to get rid of it, it is still there. The Revolution Day, they shoot us, they kill us, they do everything but us. Nigeria don't enter one chance. And one chance is the truth. That's what they have entered. They've entered one chance, and they cannot come out of it. So whether they like it or not, the people that support, that's what I'm saying. When you go to your social media forums and you want to discuss, rather than talk about the issues that is concerning you, that will put food on your table, telling the truth, you are there busy hating somebody who didn't do anything to you. Listen to a fairly young, this is a young person, and the song is so well written. I'm telling you honestly, I'm just doff my heart for the guy, because he did extremely well. It is something that you all have to make sure that you stay with it and support him one way or the other. He's on all the platforms. Go there, you can see it, to download and pay a little small money to put in your pockets. It's not a bad idea. At least he has done very well. This is Radio Biafra USA too. We're still waiting for your calls to come in. If you have anything to say, please do. The number here is 845-648-0031, 845-907-2230, and then 637-6632. The number here is open for you to make your call. Don't forget, we're still talking about the fundraising coming in on the 23rd of August. The ESN fundraising coming in. Make sure that you participate. I've given you the number on the Zoom where it's going to happen, and we take it from there. Please make sure that don't wait to be invited specially. You can do that. You can go there and take part in the fundraising. Call us, join. It's 23rd of August. That's when it is going to happen. Do not forget that we are trying to raise funds for the volunteers. ESN is volunteer group, is volunteer army. Nobody's paying them. They're not even army. They're security. When Biafra launches its army, you will know. Forget about all the whatever you call it, whatever social media hike. This is that. No, we are not army. We don't have an army yet. And when it is time to get the army, when we get Biafra army, you will know. Believe me, trust me, you will know. I was in the first war, and I know the capabilities of what our people can do. There's no way anybody can defeat us, honestly. The army, our soldiers, it comes from the spirit, comes from the inside. And there is nobody who thinks that if all this thing that Fulani is doing, they're just joking. They have not seen real war yet. What their great-grandfather Usman Dafodio tried to do is to think they can do it at this time. It's not going to work.
What do you have to say about the Igbo tribe?
The Igbo tribe.
That's the Igbo people.
Area. Taking over the forest beds of the Igbos, posing a potential threat to their existentiality. They cannot. Fulanis cannot take over Igbo land. They don't bond them well. That the lion is walking majestically is just flaunting of his royal majesty. Doesn't mean he's weak. The lion is the lion and is always the king of the jungle. Nobody takes Igbo land. It belongs to Igbos. And we won't let anybody take it. Whether you come from the moon or whether you come from the stars, we don't care. So Fulanis cannot.
So Igbos are the nations of lions.
Yes, we are lions. We are dead warriors. So you don't provoke us. And that's why we always want. You know, that's a war song. So you don't tamper us simply because we are peace people. We are peaceful because we are Jews. We are peaceful because we are Christians. You understand? But that doesn't mean we are weak. So for me, Fulani is not a threat. They are bragging because we have not decided to fight. When Eastern Security Network was there, what could Fulanis do? So you see, I am not afraid of the Fulanis, S-men or whatever. Igbo land belongs to us. East belongs to us entirely. It cannot be taken over by anybody from the Sahel.
The rising sun.
Yes.
The home of Chukwuka Biafra.
Oh, nada. Land of the rising sun. John Levine. My originality. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. My home, my fatherland. Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. My home, my fatherland. We are children of the Most High, called by the name of God, the Creator. Wise men from the east, south, and the middle, great Biafran people. We're taking it to idol worship and we lost the face of our God. And as we were lost in idol worship, the British entered in, trading on the Niger, exploiting Jam people, trading by barter. You give me palm oil and take soup, so them enter there. I brought in civilization, brought in Jack religion, and told us about America, and we embraced it. I never knew them got ulterior motive. With religious pitted us amongst our brethren, with denomination tear us apart. Building churches, schools and hospitals. We never knew we had to pay this much to be your place forever. Oh, Nana. So we fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schisms. We fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schisms. But our lives have gone poor. At the very spot we left our America. Now it's the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. Biafra, land of the rising sun. Land of the rising sun. Biafra, my home, my father. The descendants of Abraham. Biafra, from Father Isaac. The descendants of Jacob. Biafra is a reality. My fatherland. My originality.
Why are you people lying? Why don't you tell them they want an independent Biafra? Oh, they're fighting for their freedom. So tell everything to Chukwuka Biafra who asked us to come. Not by our own might, nor power, nor will, but by the grace of the Most High.
Back in 1914, amalgamation, colonial masters, criminal masters, a mercenary soldier named Frederick Lugar brought together all them captives, including Jah people.
them Yorubas, and them Ariwas, and so many other people called us Nigeria, Niger area. Oh, Nigeria, people with different religion, different beliefs, yeah, different in culture and tradition, different language, different in everything, overstanding on the reason, first to coexist together
with the federal government to settle Nnamdi Kanu and other agitators matters out of court by set up a formidable national committee of arbitration.
Yes, my people, as the hot, it don't happen. One of APC support group don't call on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, say I beg, make it free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and other agitators. May I not talk too much, so I just pray when Tinubu listen to his own party supporters. As you're watching, please just listen to this man, share your thoughts in the comment section, and spread this video so that other people will see this recent development concerning Mazi.
Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller, good morning. Are you there? Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Mazi Iyke Peters.
There.
Igadukechi, Okanichada Guago. Afi no na Igbo, Gani Chukwebegi, Guinezuno Logi. Ihe ọma ka ị na-emere ụmụ Biafra. From Nanya Wekwe. Eze Chukwu okike abịa ma ya nọnyere gị na-eke ori afọ nkwọ. Ala Igbo ị na-azọ n'aka ndị iro ka ya emeka ihere eme gị. Ha kwụ gị n'azụ Mazi Iyke Peters. Were ohere ya na-ekele Jesus of our time. Moses bịara ka okporo nne nke ya weela because na Pharaoh is not hearing. Pharaoh have become dumb. Pharaoh, let Biafrans go. Let Umu Chineke, the children of Chukwu Okike Abiama, go. Leave evil country that Britain creates in Africa. Light and darkness cannot stay. Light and darkness can never stay. Ndara, why are you inside Nigeria? Biafrans, why people will call you in Nigeria? Something you know that white man creates. Something you know that Nigeria have not exist. You sit down on top. You are negotiating how to become Nigeria. Every day you are running up and down how Nigeria will work in Igbo land. And our people are dying. Our people are suffering. They are kidnapping our people. They are killing our people in different ways. They have bring GMO to you people. Who did they bring that GMO? Is Igbo people, because they know your price. They know that your life is very, very cost to get. That is why they come with this thing called GMO. In Nigeria, Biafrans all over the world, you have to listen to Radio Biafra. If anybody is telling you that what IPOB under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is inside jail because of me and you, our enemy hold him tight, and as they hold him tight, they are holding me and you. We are inside prison. Our land is not safe. Foreigners have occupied our land. As we speak, Fulani and Britain are digging our oil, putting pipe to Morocco, putting pipe to Mina, to Kaduna, to Kano, to Niger, all those places our oil is running 24 hours. But we are here. We are here to counter them. We are here to tell Sultan of Sokoto or Ribado that we, IPOB, we take control of our land. We don't want Fulani that don't have land in Africa to come and occupy our place. And Jonathan is there looking at them. They tell you, Jonathan, that oil in Bayelsa belong to Jigawa. You are there. Are you not a foolish man? Tobono is there. Guiding pipeline. Guiding pipeline. Something in your land. Are you not a stupid man? And God in Zafara, all over North, belong to them. Mazi Iyke Peters.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA too. We're still taking calls. If you have anything to say, please call us. And don't call me on the private line because I don't pick calls there. I pick calls on 845-907-2230, 845-648-0031, 845-637-6632. Give us a call. The lines are still very much open for you.
You want me to...
Bola Ahmed Tinubu, our dear President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, having watched what is happening in Nigeria in recent times, I felt the urge as a patriotic Nigerian to plead with the federal government to settle Nnamdi Kanu and other agitators matters out of court by set up a formidable national committee of arbitration.
Yes, my people, as the hot, it don't happen. One of APC support group don't call on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, say I beg make it free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and other agitators. May I not talk too much, so I just pray make Tinubu listen to his own party supporters. As you're watching, please just listen to this man, share your thoughts in the comment section and spread this video so that other people will see this recent development concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
In my opinion, the court may not be the solution of the above matter if lasting peace is to reign in the nation. Bringing this matter to the round table for intensive negotiation surely would engender the peace, harmony, and unity in diversity that we all have persistently craved. In a country with various distinct ethnicities like...
Hola, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Hola, good morning.
Land in Ghana. You marry a Ghanaian woman. Now, if I may ask, this man we are calling Igbo person, where is his state in Igbo land? What have he done to his people when he come from? Because when you born at a particular place, a village, a state, or a race, if you have money, whatever you have to invest it. First of all, where your people will benefit anything from you when you are alive. You don't have to go anywhere and bought land and make all the whole money when you die. Then what is the benefit of the place where you were born? When I'm thinking about what is happening, I feel very, very ashamed. Because up to today, what happened to Igbo people in Lagos 2-3 years now by Tinubu and Sanwo-Olu in Lagos and other part of Nigeria? Those who say they are Igbo people,
who have not learned after many years of suffering in the name of Nigeria. I'm asking myself, when can these people learn? When? It is only in Igbo land. Some people who say they are governors, like Soludo, like all of them, I don't have to count them one by one. They are working very hard to kill their people, to destroy their people for money. The question is this. You are killing your people, yes. For your enemy, yes. Your enemy knows you as their enemy. Even in the dark, when you talk, they will be very careful. They know that you are enemy. But you are killing your people for your enemy because of money. This is the reason some people are, castigating Igbo people. Because of foolish leaders we have. Like Soludo, who claim that he's educated. Claiming professorship and all of that. That can travel to America just to go and blackmail his race because of money. Since Soludo started as a governor, every 1 month, maybe 6 months or so, he will form a group, call them all sorts of names, only to kill his people and damage his people. But he claiming that he's educated. He's a professor. Soludo is a professor of money. Soludo don't know anything about human being. Don't know anything about governorship. Because if he know about governorship, he will not every day continue to form group. And those group, if you go inside, you will see that maybe Fulani are inside that place. He's using those people to destroy his people. Okay. How many years Soludo will stay and die here on earth? How can all these idiots cannot learn from the past mistake?
Start by saying,
talk of the something. Why not learn from the past? From the past history. Nobody can do well without history.
Thank you.
No country can do well without history. Igbo man who is looking for Nigeria, where is your history? Where do you start? Where are you going? Is a question.
Let's go.
Why not think that the little time you have to stay here on earth, you make use of it to help your people?
Thank you, sir. All right, this is Radio Biafra. Let's take another call coming in. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller, good morning. Are you there?
Dada Peters. Dada Peters.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Dada Peters. Welcome more time. We play all the clips. So that every Igbo man, every Biafran, you must know your village. Your village is your community. From there, you went to all those places you are. We are in the world. All of us can see it. Every clip that's supposed to put to Biafran's clear picture of whom you are have been played in our platform there that with us. I work a church cohesion Nabanapo. I want for Omawa on all the province Biafra land. Also them but the governor of Imo State, which place is your village? And you have to make sure that your community is safe. Right now. And if you know say you be one person, take your big, write down this message. Very important from Chinek. Which of you can serve him? Which of you can serve this wonderful God that owns this earth? You call yourself a pastor, bishop, and devil yourself, Omeshoga and Omeshoga. Okay, to come with Dogu. That Peter say, who not touch you with it? When I sign you, she. They play the clip here. That the chicken does him. Onye Kerowa, Onye project and sung Olata Shai through that and the Kano Simzeg. First Chronicles chapter 6. First Chronicles chapter 7. First Chronicles chapter 8. Very important. The family line of the high priest. Other descendant of Levi, the temple musician, the descendant of Aaron, and where the Levite lives. Aaron and his descendants presented the offering of incense and offered the sacrifice that were put on the altar. They were responsible for all the worship in the most holy place and for the sacrifice by which God, Chukwoki Adama, forgive their offenses. They do all this in accordance with the instruction given by Moses, which is Dede Nnamdi Kanu. Very important. Anywhere you aim, I say pastor, bishop, father, Lohuwen. Ono di tebo mono. Ono amena bada isa wono 5,000. That Peter so wono. Wono. Echi uba Sunday no mungo. Nga. Ekpere. Jesus Christ obara. Onye akwa spirito. Peter akwa spirito. But nna me jiko awa aroshe. Tension mawa. Tension mawa mesi jana atongo. Kwato man dia. Every leader sit on no mawa. Make sure na ma what is saved. That's why everybody save. Any fulani no tell to no mawa. What time na hu ni ya mo na betkole aka. How do you mean on God?
No.
These people wanted us on this earth. Fulani got America. Fulani got Yoruba. Who not the take on the land, no another take him. I will say that the take on the land, no another take him. Because I the territory of that land from this minute, every community don't need land. Don't go dog on Chakwana alone. Land alone, okay, so it's called good work. Don't bring a dog on Mando Azegua. Chakwana alone, put them from that in as a word in your.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. There we go. All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. The lines are still open at 845 907 2230 845 648 0031 845 637 6632. Call us. The lines are still very much open, and in a few minutes we'll hand it over to Mazi USA 1 that is coming in next.
Our dear President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, having watched what is happening in Nigeria in recent times, I felt the urge as a patriotic Nigerian to plead with the federal government to settle.
All right, caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, hi, Peters. My name is Iyke, and I'm from Oka.
Good morning.
So, I want to thank you for your time, and I want to acknowledge our leader also for his efforts, and all the media warriors. Please, Mazi Iyke Peters, just something that I just want to bring to the notice, though I know a lot of us have still heard about it, what is happening among some of the media personnel, I mean the social media personnel. I noticed there are some individuals, who come online, to castigate and.
Can you please? Are you listening to your listening device? Please turn off your listening device.
No, I'm not listening to it. My radio is off.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Okay. So there are some of our brothers online who are, they are fighting on the social media, on Facebook, so maybe somehow I believe that the leadership knows about this issue. One of our brothers who was detained with our leader, I don't want to mention names, 2015, and some of them, calling names and doing all kinds of things. I mean, this is not the right time to be doing this kind of thing because it's undermining the effort of, the project we have achieved. So, and at this point in time, I think we have something more important to focus on than, doing all these kind of things here. Talking about the so-called special counsel and the rest of them, all these things happening. And I discovered.
Where did you hear this? On the social media, or was it on any of the radio platform?
Yes, I follow their pages. I follow some of their pages.
Who are these people? So if you
one of them is our brother Benjamin Madibogo, and
yeah, but the point is, let me jump into this right now before I forget. If they are saying something on their platform, it has nothing to do with Biafra. They are not working for us. They are working for themselves. It's their independent platform. They can say whatever they want to say there. It doesn't mean anything. What you should take more seriously is anything you hear from Radio Biafra, then that is an authorized mission. That's why we want you guys to be very picky in who you listen to. Because some of these people, they're not holding any official office in IPOB. They are not speaking on your behalf. The only place you can get information that is authentic is if it comes out of Radio Biafra. If you don't hear it on Radio Biafra, then it's not important. They can discuss whatever they want to discuss. They can fight themselves all they want. It doesn't mean anything to us. All right, Steve. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead and say what you're saying.
It's okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you.
And that's one. Another thing is the issue of the one Nigerian is, there's a phrase you always use on your platform. You talk about the crowd, the way they try to bring themselves down when they try to escape.
Yes.
And it's very, very important. Some of those things as if they're not listening. Like a lot of people, there's one of our brothers here who is also a member of this, and a lot of times he will be talking about the politics of Nigeria, how he wants things to, like our brother P2B, he wants him to become the president of Nigeria and stuff like that. So I try to let him understand that the point we are today, we are not interested on who becomes the president or not. All we are looking for is Biafra.
Yes.
So that is because they have done it since I was born. We have been listening to Nigeria. Nigeria will be good today. Nigeria will be good next year. Nigeria will be better the next day. And nothing is happening. Nigeria is the only place on earth that I know that their tomorrow is, always worse than their yesterday. We hear about China, America, all the countries that innovate. They create new things, they bring out new ideas. But Nigeria is, every year, all you hear is bad news. When you listen to their radios, all you hear is bad news. There's nothing good about Nigeria. So I'm wondering how a sensible human being will be anticipating that maybe tomorrow Nigeria will become a better place. It doesn't work. And I don't believe that even Jesus Christ, if he comes to Nigeria, that is going to make Nigeria a good place. Because it wasn't created to become a better place. So,
thank you.
And each time you're talking about the crop, the crop, just like the snail as well, because I was a village boy. I grew up in the village. You go to the farm, you gather the snails, put them in a container. Whenever one of them wants to get out of the container, others will climb on it and bring. All of them will fall back. Nobody escapes. So that is the nature of people in Nigeria. So I think if some of our people will understand the situation of Nigeria and know very well that Nigeria will never be good, so that will help us to remain focused on what we are running for. And the only deliverance, the only place we have that we can call our home and become rest assured that we have peace of mind is Biafra. So
thank you.
That's just what I have to say. Thank you for your time.
Okay. Thank you for call. Thank you for your call. This is Radio Biafra USA too. We're still taking calls, and like I said before, when it comes to the issue of Nigeria, people have a right to be optimistic or pessimistic, whatever they choose. But if you want to tell yourself the truth, you know that Nigeria is damaged beyond repair. There's nothing. The spoiling didn't start today. That's why when they keep saying changing of presidents, they think that by changing the roof of a house or changing the doors or the color of the building that is collapsing, it's going to mean anything. No, it might look beautiful on the outside, but on the inside it's still rotten. That's exactly the way Nigeria is today. Nigeria is messed up completely, and if nobody, P2B or no P2B, whoever they want to put in there, they fail to understand that what we are talking about is not There are people out there, there are even people who are not Biafrans, that have really noticed that Nigeria is a gone deal, that is gone. And they're not trying anything to bring Nigeria back. No, they're trying to make you understand that they don't want to be open up and be like everybody else, saying that Nigeria is that. So Nigeria is finished, and it's finished for good. There's nothing anybody can do. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, thank you, my dear brother Mazi Iyke Peters, and thank you for having me, and thank you for your program. Mazi, it's a weekend. Happy weekend to every Biafrans. Mazi, my name is Mazi Madabuchi. Mazi, before I say, you see, what I want to say is what this our brother who just called the last caller. That's why I'm calling, but is first jump into it, but it's okay. Mazi, you see, what my brother says is on social media, and I thank you for that answer you give to our brother, because you see, these losers in social media, they will come up on social media making noise. I call them just noise makers. You go to social media, you see how they are yapping from here to here. I asked one of them one time, I said, my brother, this thing now you are saying, or this thing you are every day you just take China phone, put it on, talking rubbish. This thing you are saying now, is it what going to bring Biafra? Is anything you are saying now have any impact in this our struggle? This thing you are saying now, it's your platform, it's your right. You have to say anything you want to say because it's your platform. You see, only the people that make this struggle continue to going on and make the world to listen to us, it's only DOS. It's only IPO DOS. What you are saying in social media is everybody can go to social media and say whatever he likes. I call them Maz, I call them losers. You see, if you come out one of them or two of them, they will jump into social media. If I say this, I say, what are you saying? If maybe something made they suspend you or they remove you, there's a reason for that. DOS cannot just stood up and remove you for unnecessarily. This is department. They have if we complain, they will go to root of that complaint before they will suspend you. They cannot come up and suspend you. I could remember when our leader was on board, when they suspended Obido Obienu. When Obido Obienu go out, Obido Obienu continue doing the right thing. What happened next? Our leader calls him back. He said, when I suspend Obido Obienu, he continued doing the right thing, and I call him back. Before he fell out again with Utemefo. Utemefo is not a saboteur, it's a betrayer. Utemefo is a big betrayer. All of them, they are betrayers. Obido Obienu, Utemefo, this heavyweight. If they cannot bring IPOB down, who are you making noise on social media?
Now we are advertising them. That's what I don't like on the program. Hold on, sir.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about this, but they are not relevant. Just go straight to the point on what you want to say and let us say it. Because like the person, the last caller, I told the last caller, I say when you play with the chicken, you carry shit for your hand. Yes. If you don't get involved in what they are saying on their platform, don't bring it to Radio Biafra. We don't want to talk about it. Because now we're advertising it by talking about it. They are not relevant. They are not important. We have a radio station. We have a radio station that represents what we are doing. So, if you are dismissed from IPOB and you are not a member of IPOB anymore, you want to say whatever you want to say on your platform, fine. It doesn't matter. Yes. But I don't want people bringing it to my program. They talk a lot about me. They talk a lot about other broadcasters. We hear them, but we don't discuss it on the radio.
Yeah, Mazi, you are making a good point. But what I'm saying is, see, most of our people believe what they are saying in the social media make an impact.
Whatever you believe, whatever you believe is saying you're right. It doesn't change anything. Anybody has the right to believe in whatever he or she wants. But don't let it take, because when we start discussing it, if somebody says go to Robabuegi and you didn't hear it, and you're just going, and somebody calls you, Onya is the person that just called your attention to it. You're advertising it. I don't go for that, because we have other important things to talk about that will take us where we're going. We don't have to dwell back and start. You have nothing to talk about. Yeah. So let's not go there. They are not relevant. Trust me, they are not. You give them the relevance by talking about them.
but you know that our people is very easy to
forget about what our people do. Listen, they will eventually. When Nnamdi Kanu started IPOB, how many people were there? Few people, and they're growing and growing and growing. Is those who go to church, like I was listening to one pastor. He said something like, "When you doubt, God permits you to doubt because He wants you. When you know the truth, you would stick by the truth. If you are coming into IPOB because somebody told you to come in, you are not in IPOB yet. You have the right to doubt, but when you discover that people that will be here till the end of the journey are people that was here on their own. They were not convinced by anybody to be here. They make up their mind to be here. So let's not worry about what they are saying out there. I do hear all these things, believe me. But I just feel that it's not worth it for me to start wasting my energy and time that I would start talking about something that will be useful to our people. The clips that I play here, I have so many clips that come to me. But I choose the ones that I choose the ones that I bring in. I don't just bring in anything. Because there's nothing you can do about it. There are people whose mind, they are up there, they tell you they're IPOB, they're not. They just want you to fail. Their concern is for you to fail. But when they feel that they don't succeed on it, they will join the crew. And when they join the crew, trust me, they will be more loyal than anybody you can think of. Those unbelievers, those people, when they join this crew, when they join it, so even in Hani, many of them will talk and talk and talk and they will fade away. We'll forget about them. Our leader said one thing one time. He said, if they remove you on IPOB, they give you another job and you want to go out there and start talking, go ahead and talk. How many weeks will you talk? 1 or 2 weeks, you'll be done. There are people, when I came into this organization, that nobody ever believed that we've forgotten. Today, nobody talks about them anymore. So let us focus on what we are doing. Forget about these people. They are distractors. That's what I call them.
Okay, Mazi, I will do as you said, but Mazi, when you buy a tattoo years, all tattoo years, can you buy a rich? Imana, the buy a course on Obaranke.
I'm still saying what I'm saying. There's no need advertising this people. Leave them, they will die, they will fade off naturally. They are not worth our time. I have another call coming and let me take this one. So, because my time is almost done. So let me take one more call before I go. All right, take care now. Thank you. Thank you very much for your call. All right, caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
That's a good afternoon, sir. You have picked my call.
Yes. Thank you.
Daddy, thank you so much. Happy weekend, sir. Shabbat Shalom watching again. Daddy, he's still your boy, still your son, Mazi Joe. Second born of His Excellency Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Biafra. Daddy, I appreciate him wherever he is. He still remains our leader. And not be the yes. I appreciate his beautiful wife and kids, our first lady, Her Excellency. I quite appreciate the leadership being there by Mazi Iyke and his team. All I people from all over the whole world, all of you guys working on this hallowed platform. Our men and women of God, I appreciate all of us doing the amazingly, doing the needful. That is, I thank all the callers. I know your time is up, and I won't waste your time. I thank all the callers. I thank all the. I have been listening. Though I didn't start from the beginning, but I have been listening to all the callers. You see, I thank you for the honest answer you have been giving to. These last two callers. You know, me, I have been the one always advocating for this. This was why I had problem with that man called Emmanuel. You will come on Radio Biafra, you will be mentioning a wretched riffraff, non-Angana, Finland. You mention there are people that if they hear that name, they will be throwing out. The more you come on this platform mentioning people's name, now this last caller now, I'm not trying to criticize, but let me remind you something. He was the same person when that experiment changed that head to ESN. He was the same person that came and said he had changed his name to ESN. I don't. You will go on social media. You will go on YouTube. If you listen to idiots, sometimes I will see people trying to make money. Even many of them I subscribed before. I unsubscribed all of them. Once I see you, I will just walk past. I won't even click anything. I will just walk past. Now you will go and waste your time. You will listen to them. After listening to them finish, you will still bring that issue to Radio Biafra to be a debate. Now you announced about ESM fundraising coming on 23rd of this month. Nobody said anything about that, yo. Nobody go there. Nobody said anything about. Personally, me here in Catalonia, I know I pay my monthly dues every month. I know how much I give ESN. I'm not saying that I will participate, but if I have the money, I can still do. But every month I give ESN 50 euros every month for the past four years now. I give ESN 50 euros every month here in Catalan. They will attest to it. I pay monthly dues 30 euros. But now you have mentioned ESN now fundraising on 12th of this month. Nobody goes there. Now, let me remind you something. The last year is a ESN fundraising. Somebody called, we'll be there. That day, what I had on this Radio Biafra was I couldn't make it. That the Radio Biafra is universal. Radio Biafra is universal. You can be in your house listening to Radio Biafra. You can be moving with your phone, put Bluetooth or whatever, or wire earpiece, listen to Radio Biafra. It's universal. You can listen to, even in your car, anywhere you are, you can listen to Radio Biafra. Now you have mentioned about ESN and the fundraising. Nobody even said anything about that. Nobody said anything about that. Oh, that day now I couldn't make it. Hey, I was this. My brother. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. Let's stop deceiving. You know that here was at this IPOB. Before I joined the IPOB, I became an IPOB since 2015. Mr. Pro that you have interviewed on this your platform that resides in Germany now. He was the one. If he's listening now, he knows who is talking. It was him that introduced me to Radio Biafra 2015 in Madrid. When I was with him in Madrid, he was the one who was even incarcerated. But I never joined any family until I came to this, because we had nothing doing. I was not doing anything until I came to this Catalan 2019 and I started working. That was when I became an IPOB member. And since 2019 till date, no single month I have never contributed. No single month. ESN now, this end of this year now will make it complete for ESN will celebrate on the 8th or 12th, there will be 5 years. But the first 1 year union establishment, yes, I lose work here. I spent 8 months without working. But since 2021 till date, I have been contributing on ESN, paying my monthly dues. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. This IPOB is all about money. Put in your effort. Those at the helm of affairs, they are doing their job. What they are doing, I cannot do it. Onyendu is there receiving the heat. I cannot be there with Onyendu. I cannot change Onyendu. Our first lady now, over how many years, she has not even seen her husband. Maybe now, in 4 years now, 4 or 5 times in 4 years. 4 or 5 times a woman have seen her husband face 4 or 5 times in 4 years, or even going to 5 years now. What do they ask us to do? Put in your money. Support the quest. Support this quest to restore Biafra. Period. Put in your money. Put in your effort. That little thing they ask us to be doing it. Not an argument. You know, me here watching on social media, Radio Biafra. What does that have to do with us? Thank you so much for the good job you did. Those you cut off. You'll be telling somebody, thank you. They keep talking. Thank you. Let's go. They keep talking. Thank you. Let's go. They keep talking. God bless you. God bless you, sir.
Bless you too. Thank you very much for your call. This is Radio Biafra USA too. Shut down the phone lines because our time is up. This time, Mazi Nnamdi USA 1 is coming in. Shabbat Shalom one more time to each and every one of you. And like I said before, and we have been saying it, let's not advertise this because they have time. I told you, coincidentally, I just ran into a group that was talking, and I wasn't even supposed to be part of it, but they forced me into talking. And when I spoke to them, they were quiet because I made them understand that they put in so much energy in wasting their time. The Igbo man, they hate Igbo man, they love Igbo man, doesn't make any difference to me. Igbo man is president today, he's not president tomorrow. It doesn't mean anything to me. I don't care. But who is suffering it? You. The Igbo man is not in office. He's not in power. He doesn't even have the right to change anything. On his own way, you are wasting your time. They leave the people that are killing you and they're attacking somebody who has no business with you. It does not matter. People should wake up. That is why somebody died in 2017 and all of you so foolishly talking about other things instead of talking about that issue that will help you change your system. No. You are thinking, why must it be Nnamdi Kanu that should know? He has known it, there's nothing you can do. It cannot be everybody. Somebody, God would always create somebody to take charge of a particular thing. And that's what Nnamdi Kanu is created to do. What he's doing is something that I cannot do. I don't know if you can do it, I'm not you. But I'm telling you the truth, it's something that we cannot do. There are people out there running their mouth, they could have done this, they sit down, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu could have this. I've been hearing this since I joined IPOB. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been in jail now for almost 5 years. He was incarcerated. He went to Israel and spent about 13 months. You people had opportunities then to change the system. You have not. All you are doing is talking. Talking is cheap. Blah, 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 blah. It's very, very cheap. The cheapest thing you can think about. But you know something, like I said before, it is made to be that way because there are people that were not made to handle a situation and they cannot handle it. With this, I've come to the end of today's broadcast, but I want to keep reminding you that Biafra is our religion, is our gospel, is our truth, is our light, is our love, is our everything. So whether you like it or not, we are here to dissipate this truth. You don't like what we are doing? Fine, stay aside because I know that one day you will like us. And when you like us, you will like us forever. Because I can see that the best Christians in this world that I know, the people that are really, really Christians, in the true word of being a Christian, are the people that were native doctors before. And then I got more. When they come in, they believe in it because they have something that keeps them. Those of us who just join it from the roadside, we can go to the Bible and swear by the Bible and tell all the lies in the world because we have no respect for the Bible. So that's the way it is. So whoever doesn't want to join what we're doing today will join it tomorrow. I bet you they will. They will. We didn't start it the way we are now, the number. The quantity is increasing every day. Every day. They're having names of people who think that they know better. When they create whatever they want to create, they're still there falling apart because they don't know what to do. From here, from me, I want to remind you, don't forget that Biafra is our religion. And on Radio Biafra, that's what we worship. Mazi Nnamdi comes in next. USA 1. Please stay tuned, don't go away. From here, from me, my name is Mazi Iyke Peters. I say goodbye. See you again tomorrow, same time.